Next, I want to talk about family history by itself, and just simply having a positive family history, meaning first generation family members, siblings or parents, they have a significantly higher risk of developing alcoholism than those who are family negative individuals. And the reason behind this is that from a study where family positive individuals from alcoholics and those who have family negative, they had separated them and tested their subjective response to alcohol intake from 3 to 5 drinks. It's found that in those offsprings of the family history positive show a reduced intoxication that is subjectively described than those with family history negative, because they are less responsive to alcohol. They tend to drink more alcohol, and over time they are at higher risk for developing alcohol use disorders and suffering all of the consequences. So the next thing I want to talk about is also at the age when the individual has taken their first drink. It is found that those who have taken their first drink of alcohol at age 14 or younger, they have a 47% chance of developing alcohol use disorders in the future, versus those who had their first drink after age 21, and there are only 9% of those who will progress in developing full alcohol use disorder. The genetic variance in the opioid mu receptors is important. Alcohol exerts its pleasurable effects by acting upon the mu opioid receptors, which is inherent in the reward system for cocaine, for opioids, and nicotine and other stimulants. But what happens here is that the alcohol releases massive amount of endogenous opioids in the central nervous system, and also in the reward system, the mesocortical limbic system. That translates into a higher level of dopamine being released into this reward system. The second thing, that there is a genetic variant of the mu opioid receptor, where these individuals, when they drink, their endogenous opioids are like beta endorphins and enkephalins. When they have this variant in their opioid receptor 1 type, it's called the A118G variant. The endogenous opioids released have a 3-fold greater affinity to activate the opioid receptors than those without this genetic mutation. There is also the genetic variations in how alcohol is metabolized. Among 19 to 36% of men who are from India, China, Vietnam, Pakistan, Thailand, that these individuals have a defective in the way that they metabolize alcohol. It is defective in the aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme. This is in the liver, where alcohol is broken down to aldehyde, but aldehyde is not broken down further to its metabolites. But these individuals with these defects in the alcohol and the aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme, they have a dysphoric effect to alcohol, because the alcohol is not being broken down, and it causes adverse effects to these individuals who consume alcohol. And these are commonly like red faces. They have high, fast, very rapid heart rate. Their blood pressure goes up. They are nauseated. So they don't benefit from any rewarding effects of alcohol. And having this mutation in the aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme is a protective effect. And so these individuals with this defect in the metabolism of aldehyde from alcohol are at very, very low risk of developing alcohol use disorders. The next thing is there is some gender differences, not because of the genetic makeup of the female versus the male, but in certain cultures, it is literally, there is such great psychosocial constraint on female smoking that, you know, the females, despite of their genetic makeup, simply, you know, does not smoke, does not drink alcohol because it is socially unacceptable for them to do so. I hope this has been informative and useful. Thank you for your time.